This is great stuff. Let's quickly hit the last two steps because we're running out of time. Step 5.
Okay, so our next step, Daniela, is spice up your bedroom. And a key concept to understand here is in order to enjoy a sexually abundant bedroom, you really need to be able to share your sexual realities openly and in truth and love and respect with your partner. So when you do that, you necessarily choose to make yourself vulnerable. And this vulnerability increases the potential for intimacy. And so some of the ways that partners can share their sexual realities can come in many different forms. The first one is a request of the partner, and that might sound like, I'm wondering if you might want to fill in the blank, or a thought such as, the last time we got together was wonderful, and you can elaborate on that, or feelings you have around that, which could be, I have a lot of gratitude when I think about our love life.
So that's all of the sharing part, which is so important. Is we've got to be able to talk about things openly and let each other in. And then when we get down to some of the other practical stuff, it's a little paradoxical, but our model really recommends slowing things down to spice things up. This really facilitates a deeper connection with one's own sexuality as well as the couple's shared sexuality. So what we've set up here is a series of progressive, highly structured, sensual and sexual experiences, and there's no focus on arousal or performance or outcomes of any kind. The focus instead is on being present, really being aware of what's happening in the moment and allowing that awareness to guide you. So we have these exercises. We call them planned intimate experiences, or PIEs, and they really give couples an efficient, a clear path toward the sexual intimacy they desire. Just a couple examples, Daniela, if we have time.
Well, we're running out of time. I do want you to get to your step 6, and we do have some questions from the audience, so I want to make sure we get to those.
Okay, great. Well, let's just go right to step number 6 then. And the last step is lock it in with gratitude. And really, sexual abundance is characterized by feelings of security and gratitude. And when you are secure that you have a system in place that keeps nurturing as long as it is nurtured, because if you've worked on those first 5 steps that we just outlined, you know how to nurture and how to keep your relationship really in alignment between both the living room and the bedroom. And that keeps that positive flow going, and it's the gratitude that you feel for your partner and the relationship that really helps to keep that going as well.
And the reason we list this as a specific step is, unlike most of the negative emotions, that they just come to us naturally. We don't usually get woken up in the middle of the night by gratitude or joy. So we have to seek it out, and when we find it, we have to really capture it and lock it in and focus on it and allow it to continue to grow and to nurture our relationship.
Exactly. We have one quick question from Kelly Ryan O'Brien. What's the one single thing couples can do to make sure they're getting the most out of their relationship?
We would say bring your intentionality with you. Otherwise, you're going to end up with the relationship that arises from default mode rather than the relationship you could have deliberately. And those are two very different looking relationships.